The first stop on our trip in Amsterdam was a cheese shop called Henry Villig, but really anywhere you go you can find this cheese shop. It's really popular. They sell really exclusive cheeses that are very unique and they're all locally made. Lavender cheese.
Yes. Yeah. I would eat that.
Very happy.
That's a good description.
So good. For the next stop on our trip, we went to this market. They sell all kinds of goods like food, clothing, bikes, you name it, they have it.
What's the name of this market?
Albert CUYP.
Albert CUYP. It's like cup but with a Y before the P. What's today? Thursday? Don't come on Monday. Closed.
Our first stop in the Albert CUYP market was Wally's Waffles. They were Belgian-style waffles covered in a bunch of toppings of your choosing. There were a bunch of different flavors to choose from. Ruth and I decided to share since we were going to go around the market and try other things. That's something I highly recommend that you do.
Welcome in heaven.
You said welcome to heaven?
Welcome to heaven. Well, that's what you're looking at.
We are excited. We're getting a hybrid of these two.
Either decide on one and share it, and then just now we're gonna go try other stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
You want to pay cash or card?
Hi, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Hi. Little cutie patootie.
Nice part.
Oh.
What I didn't do is I put it in the microwave. It's like it's struggling.
Yeah.
I got the perfect piece was gone. You have an admirer.
No, you can't have something. Oh my god.
Our next stop was Goudge stroopwafel. If you didn't know, stroopwafels are very popular in the Netherlands. Stroopwafels are a Dutch pastry made with two thin, crispy waffles, and on the inside there's caramel syrup. The ones we had here were served warm, and we decided to get chocolate as an additive.
Are we excited? For stroopwafels. In comparison to my very large hand.
So start on the side with the original and then go for the chocolate.
Why?
Because then you see what the original tastes like, how it's supposed to be. And the chocolate is just an additive, it's just an add-on.
I recommend 1000%. Now the chocolate side. I mean, I guess if you like Snickers. Yeah. I don't. It tastes better by itself, in my opinion. I like by itself. The chocolate. I don't hate the chocolate, but I can definitely eat more. Definitely the original. Is definitely much better. The chocolate. The second bite was a little better, but get the original one, guys. Is it weird? I could see this in a cereal. Oh no, that's not weird. If it was like crushed up little fun pieces. Stroopwafel cereal. Let's explore more of this market, y'all.
The next stop we made at the Albert CUYP market was the puffertjes stand. Puffertjes are tiny, fluffy pancakes. What makes them so puffy is that the batter is incorporated with yeast. That's why they look like little pillows. They can be served with an array of toppings. You can choose from butter, powdered sugar, Nutella, marshmallows, hagelslag, which is basically flavored sprinkles, caramel and stroopwafels, fresh fruit, Kinder chocolate, Oreos, syrup, and there are so many more toppings. This was personally my favorite thing in the market, so I highly recommend that you go try this if you are ever there.
Hi. What's the name of it again? Poffertjes.
The thing about when it melts onto that butter with the sugar is just great. You think so, please? Again.
What does mean though?
Like always approve.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
They're so pillowy soft. Look at the drip. Literal.
Look at the fucking drip! Yeah! Look at the fucking drip!
The butter and the sugar, perfect and classic. That's Schneider's foam. It's ringing. Absolutely recommend. Get the original version. That was really crazy.
It's good, right?
Yes. It went by so fast.
Yeah.
That's
it was
it.
here. That was
No, it isn't. It's gone. And it was worth it. €6.50 for 20 little puffertjes. Am I saying that right? Every time I try to say something in Dutch, it sounds stupid. Puffertjes.
Puffertjes. That's good.
Puffertjes.
Our next stop in the market was Vichandel, which was a fish shop. They sell all different types of fish, including what we had here, which was haring and kibbeling. These two fishes are real Dutch specialties, and my cousin is going to explain exactly what they are.
So herring is a fish that a lot of Dutch people, they eat it in one shot. So what it is when they have the tail, you pick up the herring, feed it like this, and just eat it. I don't do that. Herring is also a very slimy fish. And the best way to eat it is with onions and pickles. For loose, I'm gonna right here. Follow you. Yeah. What? And it doesn't taste bad, but I personally, I would always rather share a herring than actually eat it alone because I just have the slimy pickles.
Try it.
Just try it.
I know you don't like fish, but try it.
Try it. Bob it. Want the whole Dutch experience? Here we go, honey.
Can you put it on like a piece of tissue or something until I'm ready? It's you against a little piece of food.
You see the pickle gives it a nice kind of sweetness.
It was really salty, sweet, and then just pungent. It's so tender.
Yeah.
When I eat seafood, them.
The damn fish.
We just had those yummy puffertjes just to have this stinking fish. Just try it. I'm mentally preparing myself.
Just close your eyes.
Should I eat it? Enter this poll here, yes or no. And then I'll keep it in my suitcase until I post this video. Oh, the fork has a little knife on it. That's what I said. A non-seafood eater eats raw fish. Thumbnail. I hate you, Lucy. Okay, here I go. My stomach just started to bubble.
Weet niet? Nee, maar omdat ik het niet weet zeker. Zeker weet.
Yes. Go, Lucy, go. You can do it. Go. No.
Don't be thinking too hard about this.
Ja.
Fear factor. $25,000. Joe Rogan. You can do this. You lived! Lucy, you lived!
30 seconds left. Done.
Besides it being gross to you, what did you taste? Okay, it wasn't nasty. See? I won't lie, but I'm not gonna do that again. Okay. But that's the idea. It tastes like potato salad, to me at least. I don't eat seafood at all. Like, I don't eat shrimp, fish fillet. If you like seafood, you would like that. The texture wasn't weird either. No. I always give seafood a fair chance, but I had to chew it quickly. Glad you tried it. Yeah, me too. Would I try it again? I don't think so. This I love more than that, surprisingly, even though this is raw fish. This one, the fish by itself without the batter, it's like
It's a very bland fish, and it's just the batter gives it the taste. That's why you always should take it with sauce. It's nice for like, especially after a night of drinking and stuff like that. You don't want something too spicy or too whatever. You just want something good and healthy-ish because it's fish. Kibbeling is the best.
Kibbeling is the crispy one, and this one is herring. Hollandse haring.
Yeah, so Dutch herring.
The next stop for the day was actually at a different food place called the Food Hallen. This was also located in Amsterdam. They also have a bunch of different food booths, but we only chose one. We stopped in and we made a quick stop at Petit Gâteau and we got some pastries. They're actually known for their tarts, which are called the mini minis. They have flavored filling inside of them and they're so good.
We just ate the panna cotta thing, panna cotta tart. It was so yummy. I love panna cotta though. Oh, now we're having this banana bread cupcake.
This is the second time we've banana today.
This cupcake feels hella dense. Yeah, this thing is hard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is hard. Here I go. But it's not a cupcake. But it's a little hard.
Is that coconut shavings in it?
I don't know. They should definitely not call this a cupcake. It's too dense, too thick. Even for bread is not this dense. The panna cotta, I give it like a 8.5 out of 10. That cupcake gets a 6 out of 10 because it wasn't a cupcake, it was a bread. What are we eating next? Yep. We've had lots of sweets today, right?
I agree. A lot of chocolate good. Why don't we find something salty?
Let's go. For our last stop of the day, we stopped at this restaurant called Pad Thai. Now, I believe this is a chain restaurant, but we realized we didn't eat real food all day, so this is where we found. And this was one of the only places that were open, but it wasn't bad.
We're here in Amsterdam at this Thai restaurant. It's called Pad Thai. Isn't that hilarious? We just ordered some food. This is the first time I sat for the day from earlier. Oh my god, yes. And this is the second time we've eaten for today. It was a long day. OD long day. Anyhow.
Oh wait, I got beef.
With your mug. I'm going in. My little line.
So on our second day in the Netherlands, we decided to hop on a train and go to Rotterdam. We went to Rotterdam because it's one of the most architecturally appealing and advanced cities in Europe. When we got there, our first and last stop was the market hall. On the outside of the building, there was a giant heart lit up in red. It was pretty cool.
No playing football.
Once you got on the inside though, there was a lot of artwork on the ceilings, there were windows, and the cool thing about this is that people actually live inside of those windows. That is right, upstairs is an apartment building. Now the market hall has so many vendors with all types of food. However, we decided to go to the Greek restaurant called Elleniko. They sell Greek street food and classic Greek food. We started off with appetizers. I got the halloumi fries. They were the best thing I had all night. Then we had the meat and fish platter, and I got a moussaka, which is basically kind of like a Greek lasagna. My cousin's a vegetarian, so she got the veggie platter and fries. Moussaka, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best. I gave it a 6 out of 10 because it was a little heavy. Everyone liked their food. Me, I was okay with it. Now it's time for some honorable mentions. We also stopped by the Chocolate Company Cafe. We just got some lattes. I got the Samara charcoal latte. Then we stopped at Momade Cupcakes and we got a mini cheesecake, pretty good. And we also got 8 assorted macaroons as well. Portugal is actually one of my favorite cities, and I always want food to remind me of my favorite places. I had to stop at Natamania for one pastéis de nata. For our third day in the Netherlands, we did the absolute most. So our first stop of the day was a restaurant called Jackets. They serve baked potatoes with a ton of toppings on them of your choice, or they have some pre-made combos ready for you. Obviously, I came here with my family, and I would say it was pretty affordable. So it was a really cool family outing. What I will say is that I didn't choose this restaurant, but if I had the choice, I wouldn't have because it wasn't the most exciting restaurant, but it was alright, you know, nothing special. Now for our next stop in Amsterdam, this place was actually exciting. It was called Sweet Tella. Everyone who worked there was dressed up as a superhero. It was super cool, really cool vibes.
Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh.
It was colorful, there was a lot of light. This would be the perfect place for you to come like with your kids or even as an adult. The staff is super duper friendly, maybe a little too friendly, I don't know, but definitely this is a place I would come back to. And there are so many dessert options to choose from. 2 of my cousins decided not to share this platter with us, but they got some gelato in a crate.
We're at this crazy dessert spot. We just walked into this place. It's called Sweet Tella, and they're serving us a family-sized dessert platter, and I couldn't be more happy. Ready with the camera already. I love sushis. Are you ready? No. Yes! 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! Yes! Oh my God. What is that for?
Enjoy.
Thank you. I was just enjoy. And it says enjoy.
The rest of us decided to go ahead and get a mixed platter. They charge by the size of the platter, and then they charge by how many people are gonna be eating it. The platter comes with puffertures, churros, a Belgian waffle, ice cream, some whipped cream, and a crepe.
He's taking it all in. It's a lot of sugar.
Just know that when you come to this spot, you're definitely going to have a good time. The next spot we went to is a place that sells fries that were voted the #1 fries in Holland. You can pair them with over 20 different sauces. Its name translates in English to Little Pissing Man, and it's pronounced This place is inspired by a landmark in Belgium with the same name that was created in 1618 or 1619. It's known to represent the humor of people from Belgium.
So we just came from the red light district on this long line getting French fries. Don't let that line intimidate you. We were on here for like 2-3 minutes. I'm waiting for some French fries. French fries. French fries. In my eyes.
I think I got a size medium and I got truffle mayo on mine. I really like the truffle mayo a lot. However, I will say this. I think that because the fries are so thick cut, the potatoes have like this weird cottony like texture on the inside. It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe I just like thin fries. But yeah, I think I have this same problem with like all Belgian fries. I just prefer mine a little bit more thin.
All fries is good fries. So they take off the skin. If they fry them first in like 140 degrees boiling oil, degrees Celsius. And then they take them out, they cool them down, and then they fry them up again at like 175 or 165.
So they double fry it.
Yeah.
We got truffle? Huh? We got truffle? I love truffle mayo.
Now, this would have been our last spot. However, we had to take a quick break to go to Germany, and our next stop was supposed to be Italy. However, the pandemic was already hitting Italy so hard, so we came back to the Netherlands to end our Euro trip. So there's definitely going to be more food coming up. So we came back to the Netherlands. The first thing we did was head to Starbucks. Then we went to Almere Centrum. Now this day was a really lazy day, so we literally just went and got KFC. There were a few cool menu items like the coconut milkshake. I always like to try fast food in other countries because they always have something interesting that we don't have here in the States. They also had this Singer burrito. Up next, we go to this place in every country you could find it, but we went to Vapiano. We just got some nice pizza and pasta. It's one of our favorite spots to go, especially since the Vapiano here in New York shut down, which really sucks because it was one of my favorite places to go. And it's perfect for when you need like a quick bite. Our next stop for the night was a bar called Flying Dutchman Cocktails. This place had some really unique and tasty cocktails with great ambiance. Not to mention there was a drag show upstairs. For the first round, we ordered a glass of straight aquavit, the Flying Dutchman cocktail, and the Blue Taboo. The Blue Taboo was giving very tropical vibes. The Flying Dutchman cocktail was nice, light, and citrusy. The aquavit reminded me a little bit of vodka for some reason. The next round, I was the only person who got a drink, which was the Tom and Jerry. It reminded me of drinking a holiday beverage. It was served hot and it had rum, cognac, cinnamon, and milk. It reminded me kind of sort of like a coquito a little bit. I definitely recommend this spot. Our last stop of the day is Fable and Schmoller's. My cousin's gonna explain.
Get your food out of the wall.
Fable is pretty much food in the wall. Kind of think about it like that. So anything that's deep fried, hamburgers, frikandel, croquettes, Dutch snacks, you get them all out of the wall.
And you just pay for it and you take it out of the little hub. Cool. This is like a beef patty with cocoa bread, basically. Bread with bread.
Fable and Schmoller's are both fast food restaurants that sell Dutch snacks. Some things that you can get is frikandel, cheeseburger, a chicken sandwich, kip corn, a cheese patty, and a rice patty.
With peanut sauce, plus mayonnaise, and onions.
So this is war fries. What do you call it?
Patatje boordom.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I got
fries of war.
kip corn. What's kip corn?
It's like a frikandel but with chicken. It's kind of like a long chicken nugget.
Ooh. And this is the beef croquette.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which is kind of like a goulash in a deep fried patty kind of thing.
Yes. Goulash. We love goulash.
Dankjewel.
Alsjeblieft.
Those are really hard fries. There's peanut sauce, onions, and mayonnaise.
It really is an interesting combination. What is it now?
And then we got kip corn. The corn, I just think a giant chicken nugget. Look at it. This business is traditionally Dutch.
This location here, because it's also close to like a lot of pubs and stuff like that, it's open till 3 a.m.
Oh, that's unheard of. It is very unheard of.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
The cool thing about these cubbies is that you don't have to speak to anyone. Just tap your card or insert coins, grab the food, and go. The food only stays in the windows for 2 hours, and after that, it gets thrown away. So you don't have to worry about eating old food. There are a few things that you can purchase from the register, like fries and ice cream, and a few other things. Now for the next day, our first stop of the day was the Corner Bakery in West Amsterdam. This spot was very trendy and colorful.
We are at the Corner Bakery here in West Amsterdam. Just to let you know, if you make a reservation, you have to pay €10 for the reservation. So just make sure you come when you reserve.
I believe most of the food is inspired by American breakfast foods, if I'm not mistaken. I was happy with what I ate, and so was everyone else, and this is a spot that I would definitely recommend. For the last place of the day, we went to Caribbean Dynasty. The owners of the restaurant are from Curacao and the Dominican Republic, so it was basically fusion food. For me, it was like a taste of home, since most of you know that I am Aruban. We ordered the satay ku batata, which is a dish from the Antillean Islands that's inspired by Asian culture. It's basically chicken kebabs and fries with peanut sauce. It was just perfect.
So we just got our food, and it looks so good. It smells so good, and I haven't had like this kind of Aruban food in so long.
The flavor of the chicken, the potatoes, everything about it was amazing. If you can, please stop by this spot to try the food. You will not regret it. For our last day in the Netherlands, we decided to hop on a train and head to the Zaandam. The Zaandam is a small town in a place called Zaandam. Most of the buildings and houses are painted green, and there are a lot of windmills as well, which give it that old 18th, 19th century feel. It smelled amazing over there. I believe there are multiple chocolate making factories, so of course it would smell amazing. The first thing we did when we got there is we got something called the bitterballen, which is basically just a fried croquette in a ball shape. My cousins told me I had to have this, so I made sure to get some.
Tasty.
Now for the very last thing we ate in the Netherlands. We went to a restaurant inside the Zaandam called De Cree. De Cree is a Dutch pancake house. You can get all sorts of toppings on your pancakes. You can get fruit, ham, and cheese, so you can make it sweet or savory. They put the plates on this little conveyor belt, and it goes through this little oven and it cooks, and it's really cool. This place was alright, I'll say, but I definitely think if you go to the Netherlands, you should have some authentic Dutch pancakes.
A lot of cheese, like a small pizza.
Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that. You should also follow me on social media so you can get daily updates on what I'm up to, where I'm traveling, and all of that. Thanks for watching again. Bye.